With Halloween about 6 weeks away, I wanted to make sure I did a video where I talk about how to capitalize on Halloween themed apparel. In this video, I'm going to show you why we need to take notice of this trend using real data, how we can cater to this trend using really nice professional quality graphics, and then of course, how to sell these with automated fulfillment on multiple of the world's largest e-commerce marketplaces. I'm going to cover all of that in this video. Let's get to it. The first thing I want to do is make sure I'm not wasting my time by selling to people that don't exist. Like, is there demand for this product that we intend to sell? So I jumped on over to Google Trends, a free research tool, and I said, Halloween costume shirt. And I will click the explore button. I like to set the time frame to the past 5 years at least. And oh, what do you know? Look at those massive spikes of search interest that begin right around, I would say, the first week of August. But just so you guys know, because I know there's people that think like, oh, you have to be super early. It never hurts to be super early, but if you were to list right as the interest picks up in the first week of August, just about what, 2 months prior, right? August, September, October, 3 months prior, 3 months prior, you're seeing roughly like 5% of the total peak search volume. So it doesn't mean you can't make a sale. It just means for every one sale you make back then, you could probably make 20 later. I just want to put that in perspective because Google Trends doesn't give us actual search volume. They give it to us on a relative basis. But as you can see here, this peaks in interest, of course, in the week leading up to October, or to Halloween, I should say, at the end of October. And you can see that roughly where we are now, it is certainly picking up. It's at about, 25% to 30% of what we can project it to be reasonably near its peak using Google Trend data. So not that we probably needed to look at Google Trends, but it's always nice to be able to validate an idea. We know Halloween is a huge holiday. It is a print-on-demand seller favorite because, of course, the theme relates to purchasing and wearing apparel, which is exactly what we want to sell. Not that every Halloween shirt needs to be a costume, but that is what this video is dedicated to because why not? You know what I mean? It's a fun one too. So I wanted to recommend Vexels. If you've been subscribed to my channel, you may have heard me reference them. Vexels has a team of professional graphic designers, and they do just that. They make professional quality designs. So what I did is I came to Vexels and I typed in the word costume. Okay, and when you search for costume, it attempts, it's not a perfect search engine, but for the most part, what you're going to see in the results are going to be costume themed designs that you can then take and try to monetize on various apparel products. For instance, here is a circus ringmaster. By the way, like, I wouldn't have even thought this, and why not? You know what I mean? Like, somebody out there may want to dress as a circus I don't know, character, actor, ringmaster, whatever you want to say, for Halloween. Well, now your product is eligible to be purchased. I'm going to show you how I would take these designs and make them available for sale in just a second. Here is a Santa Claus outfit, so you can double down, really. You might make sales during Halloween, and then of course you can make sales for Christmas. The classic, the mummy themed shirt here. And by the way, Vexels actually gives you, they give you a mock-up, okay? So whether you want to make your own mock-ups, nothing wrong with that. Or you can also grab the mock-up that they give you along with the design, okay? And there's the download button that's hidden behind my shoulder here. You can use both to create really high quality listings on multiple major e-commerce websites. You guys know I love Etsy. I wanted to make another recommendation for you in this video as well that Printify connects directly with. You've got some really cool, like, Mardi Gras themed designs. Beyond that, firefighter costumes. I know I saw a lot more. Oktoberfest, again, another double down. As we head into Halloween. You also have, German kicking off Oktoberfest. I think that was the 16th. You have skeleton designs. We know those have been huge lately. So I just wanted to show you a few. This is by no means all inclusive. Here is a pirate design. Here is a Christmas elf design. Here is a doctor, which, by the way, people that go into med school or get out of med school, you could sell this as a gift to them, maybe a birthday gift. You got snowman, police, etc. I wanted to let you know that Vexels has a lot more than just standard t-shirt designs. These costume themed designs are great. They do well, especially in the lead up to Halloween, as you'd expect. I'm going to drop a link to Vexels in the description so you can check them out, because if you're like me, I like to jokingly say, famously, not a good graphic designer, but that never stopped me from making sales. Whether I do it myself and I do simple text only designs, which again can work, just as a reminder, or I leverage professionals like the team at Vexels and let them do the heavy lifting for me. Either way, my bottom line is that I'm focused on making sales. Okay, that's why I put these videos out, to assist you in replicating my success. And Vexels certainly helped me do that along the way. Now, the next part is we're gonna jump on over to Printify. I mentioned I absolutely love Etsy. They get over 400 million visits a month. That is according to SimilarWeb. Okay, so I'm not just making these numbers up. And that's in the, Q1, Q2, Q3. In Q4, right, in October, November, December, that number goes up. And so does our expectation of making sales. So I want to be on Printify using the Etsy integration, making my designs, my products available for sale to as many people as possible. If you guys didn't know, you can go up here in the top left corner. You can click create new store. Okay, so add new store. And you can see right here the channels that they integrate directly with. They also have an API, so you can, if you have developers on your team or whatever, you can integrate directly via API as well with Printify for automated fulfillment. You can launch on Etsy. It's about a 2-click integration. You can integrate with a Shopify store. It's a few more clicks, but it only takes a few minutes to get started there. TikTok, I have not experimented too much with, but I know there's a lot of interest here among my private community, so I can't wait to learn more about that. And Walmart, I have been using the Printify and Walmart integration since about January of 2023, so earlier this year. And you can bet I'm gonna be listing some Halloween costume shirts and sweatshirts, multiple products, as many as really make sense to me, on Walmart from Vexels. It is, now the Walmart integration, by the way, relatively straightforward, but the Walmart side of things is where it gets a little bit more complicated. So if you're watching this video and you just wanna get started, I recommend just starting with Etsy. But again, you want to, as I say, occupy as much online real estate as possible. Get your high quality products using those high quality designs on as many places as possible in case your customer decides to shop on Walmart.com and not Etsy.com, right? And of course, Google indexes your listings on both websites, and there's a chance that people that go to Google and start their search there, like a lot of people, I think it's the most trafficked website in the world, you have just as high a likelihood of getting them to purchase from you because Google sent them your way, right? On either platform. So I did want to make sure I recommended that. Now let's go to catalog. I've got my Printify. By the way, Printify lets you do a pop-up shop. So I'm using that as my demo store for this video. Oh, and eBay, of course. How did I almost forget eBay? I've been selling on eBay since I think like 2006, 2007, long time. Print on demand. I usually only list my best sellers on eBay. All right, if you guys want me to do like a separate video where I talk more about my like multi-platform strategy, I can definitely do that. I have a whole course dedicated to that, by the way, called my Ryan's Method Print on Demand course, linked in the description. You guessed it. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't skip eBay either, but because they kind of limit what you can sell, I like to typically reserve that for best sellers. But let's go with my pop-up shop. I'm gonna go to catalog in the left-hand side. I'm gonna go ahead and click men's clothing, and then I'm gonna go ahead and click t-shirts. Now, you've seen me do this before, but it's because I really prefer the Bella Canvas 3001, even though it's not the cheapest option, and we are optimizing for profitability. But in my experience, like I just am not as big a fan, both personally, like if I'm ordering a shirt for myself, and based on like customer feedback. I've been doing this long enough. Like the Gildan 5000, it has a very attractive base cost. With Printify Premium, by the way, that cost for some color plus size combinations can go as low as $5.59, but I just don't like the fit. All right, I don't like it. I much prefer the Bella Canvas 3001. Of all the thousands or tens of thousands of sales I've made of these shirts, I think the Bella Canvas 3001 is honestly a great unisex option that it's like, I don't know, it's just, I like the fit, I like the comfort levels, lots of color choices available, slightly more expensive, but to me, worth it, all right? And it reduces your headache because then you don't have customer complaints. And I'm not trying to knock the Gildan 5000, but I just wanted to also share a little bit of my personal experience. So let's click the Bella Canvas 3001 shirt. You can see that base cost starts at $8.32 with Printify Premium. If you use my code in the description, code Ryan, you can get a free month of Printify Premium. So as you can see here, the first thing we need to do is we need to figure out who's gonna be fulfilling this from the Printify network. Depending on who you pick, the price starts at, $10.16 without premium, $8.48 with premium. Now by default, the printer is set to Printify Choice. This will automatically select from their network whatever printer is best based on price, quality, and speed. But if you want to make a manual selection, you can click Show Additional Providers and check out all of the print providers that have this product in stock for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and click Start Designing. And right here we have the designer. All we need to do is upload our design. I did actually do a video a couple weeks ago where I showed you how you can select multiple colors and dedicate one design for each color. So I'll link that right here in the YouTube cards, and go check that one out if you want to see how you can theoretically put multiple costume ideas together in a single listing, which who knows, could rank really well on a website like Etsy.
A few moments later.
And just to show you an example, I went ahead and did a multi-costume single listing that I could push theoretically to my Etsy shop if I wanted to, Walmart, just a pop-up shop on Printify. So here you've got the mummy costume in white, in brown you've got the gorilla costume, in black you've got the skeleton costume, in royal blue you've got the police uniform, heather red's got the firefighter, and red, of course, the Santa Claus costume. Guys, it is so easy to publish products for sale on the world's largest marketplaces with automated fulfillment after you lock in a sale. As I mentioned, Vexels not only gives you the designs, but they give you mock-ups as well that I would recommend leveraging when it comes to framing how your product's gonna look after they purchase it. I love that they often include mock-ups of the real people wearing the real output, the real shirt in this case. But if we listed it on a sweatshirt, I mean, hey, that too, again, and I invite you to do that. We covered recently how, October, it starts to get a little bit colder when you go trick-or-treating at night. In Halloween, obviously the sun's usually down, it tends to be a little bit colder. So definitely list on sweatshirts, hoodies, etc. as well. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. Everything I referenced will be linked in the description. Vexels, Printify, I can even drop a link to Google Trends for you. Let me know if you have any questions or feedback in the comment section. Please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you soon with a new video.